Group number three. Group number three. This is going to be your reading. The topic is what success is just around the corner for you. Sweet goals was the topic today. See, she has a lollipop, a sucker. Dessert could be significant. Drowning was really significant for all of the piles, especially for you, because I saw in your song by Code, the song was called Who Am I? And the symbolism in the music video reflected him drowning. Okay, so there was a strong reference of your secret sauce, protecting your secret sauce, protecting your faith, not allowing trickster energy to talk us out of it. Okay, what victories come right around the corner? Pile number three, we have the busy mom is showing up. So who are you? The busy mom. Hands full with children, has a jam-packed schedule, picking up really heavily on preservatives like preserves, jellies, jams. Prioritizes family and kids, may lack boundaries, good with multitasking. We have the nice guy. The nice guy on the bottom of the deck. And the clean freak. So you could resonate with any of these archetypes. You could be a caring boyfriend or husband. You could be too agreeable at times. You can be quiet and outspoken, prone to being a pushover, naturally a giver. We also have the clean freak here. Needs everything organized, tidy home, can be compulsive, hygienic, clothes, prone to anxiety, intolerance for messy spaces. And how interesting that the nice guy is vacuuming. Okay. So you could be a busy family. Success coming in for you guys is you might be finding practices centered around chores or cleaning that's more beneficial for the entire family. Okay, more beneficial for your kids here. The naive one follows others blindly, lacks own direction, can fall for scams, frequently lost and scattered. Very interesting that it's coming through with your energy of who am I. Also in that music video, he was wearing a straitjacket. So there's something here about people making you doubt yourself, making you doubt your own sanity. One second. So yeah, people could be trying to project onto you, tell you who you are with the naive one here. We also have the boss here on the bottom of the deck. So you could be attracting individuals that have wounds centered around needs for control. And this could, if you allow them, they could end up taking over your energy, your persona, who you are, and projecting who you are. So there's something here about your success. Group number three is going to be you embracing who God sees you as rather than who it is that the world is seeing you as. We have the victim came out. Okay, there's something here about embracing your victimhood, knowing that the victim is allowing you to embrace your villain, right? Which are the two archetypes that are put in place when we're doing our shadow work, put in place to protect you, to protect your ego, to allow you to survive. There's something here about the world shaming the victim out of you, even though it's like that energy of being wronged for so long, being bullied for so long, being overshadowed for so long. This identity crisis around, hold on. Around not being able to ask for help. I almost lost my thought, but I didn't. Okay. Around not being able to ask for help, being shamed out of, you know, your own limitations, being able to embrace your own limitations. Okay. And yes, I said embrace. Okay. Every day is a gift, including the day that you receive these limitations, because there's something here about them leading you to truth. We have the player here and the basic girl in reverse. People played you into thinking that you were basic, into thinking that you were never meant for more. Has multiple women, doesn't settle down, can be dishonest, looks for flings. I almost saw looks for flaws. Like that's what I wanted it to say, and that's what I thought it said at first. So someone around you is looking for your flaws, looking to criticize, looking for I don't know, making you feel like guilty for taking up space. The eyeshadow I used today is called Guilty. The Seductress, the Dreamer. I know the other eyeshadow I used today was called He's Back. So I feel like whoever it is that God created you to be, you're going to be getting back in touch with that persona, that character, that confidence, that your soul. Success that is just around the corner for group number 3. Okay, so we have wrist showing up here. It says flexibility, adaptability, free, constraint, sensitivity, pulse, monitoring, and well-being. Success coming in for group number 3, please. We have projecting, stories in their head, makes their own rules, puts their stuff on you. Okay, so truth is coming to light when it comes to these projections that people are placing on you. It says engaging, shows real interest, stays in contact, and wants to continue. So success right around the corner is you're going to be coming into contact with engaging conversations and connections, partnerships, okay, relationships. I also feel like if this is a doctor, there's somebody that's going to be taking your health concerns seriously and getting to the truth rather than projecting experiences. I'm just picking up on like a doctor that's had interactions with people that were lying to them to have a desired outcome and projecting that onto you even though you're being truthful. Okay, something like that. We have ankle showing up here. It says inflexibility, wrong steps, tread softly, unexpected twist, and quick to change. I think it's interesting because I recently broke my foot and something in my hand, and the doctors like they didn't take it seriously. and I even had a doctor tell me like when I didn't go to the doctor for my foot that was broken, and then I was like, you know what, I don't want to go through this again, so let me contact them about my hand. And they were like, you would have contacted us sooner because you would have been in so much pain. And I was thinking about how they were kind of gaslighting me because I didn't go to the hospital when I broke my foot, and I know for sure that was broken. So don't let anyone gaslight you. You know your body, you know who you are. That's what this energy is giving. It says chaotic, all over the place, can't make decisions, and not very reliable. Okay, so the success that's around the corner is that you're overcoming this energy where you feel like you can't trust yourself, you can't trust your intuition. Okay, and be careful about allowing other people to project their spiritual limitations or bigotries or beliefs onto you as well, because I know when people get jaded and hurt, especially when it comes to their relationship with God, for some reason they want other people to sacrifice their beliefs and their faith as well. And I'm not really sure why that's coming up right now. We have lips showing up as well. Sensual, kiss, whispers, sweet talk, beauty, secrets, silence, message, and clarity. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of clarity or resolution centered around your faith, and that's going to allow you to choose your words carefully, being able to experience the other side of that. Okay, we have hiding here, needs to retreat now, can't handle things, afraid to be with you. Okay, what kind of success is around the corner? Playing the part. Take care of your responsibilities and plan your next move carefully without making it obvious. That's going to be a success. That's right around the corner for you. Bottom of the deck, it says renew. So making changes to the appearance and layout of a space can create a sense of freshness and renewal. Underneath that is insurance. So you might want to renew some kind of car insurance. Dental insurance could be important as well. Getting some additional dental coverage or dental work could be really significant here. So this is going to be a success that's coming through for you. Getting some kind of like paperwork in line, getting some new health insurance is going to be a big success and a big relief for somebody here. Okay, success is right around the corner for group 3. We have house. Okay, so a renewal of the home, renewal of the space, cleaning up the space. Success right around the corner for group 3. We have good news coming in for a wealthy woman. There could be finances coming in. There could be a woman that offers you a job. Okay, success that's coming in for group 3. We have half-truths coming out. So a lot about hidden information, omitting truth, sugar-coated truths. Be mindful of fake connections. We also have poverty here. I guess you could be lying to yourself about certain things. We have change, making changes that are beneficial to your well-being, that contribute to your fulfillment, and that help you overcome these illness, whatever it is that's been making you feel ill here. False person showing up here. The mask. It's the success that's coming right around the corner for group number 3. Human cat magic. Using a human as a familiar, using them to keep an eye on you, shape-shifting cats prowling around you, hypnotizing them to do their bidding. Interesting. Well, I hear Minecraft, like the cat is meowing in the background, so you could be getting a cat. That could be a success that's coming in. If you guys were drawn to some of the earlier piles, you may have, you may be overcoming some of this shape-shifting trickster energy. I'm also kind of picking up on like chameleon energy, feeling like you can adapt to whatever social setting you're in, but rather than conforming to the group around you, you're going to just kind of like be comfortable in your energy and expect the group to kind of conform to you. Does that make sense? We have sister-in-law Juju here, so that you could have some kind of success centered around your relationship with your sister-in-law. It says hidden jealousy, hiding things from you, doesn't really give a F about you, and giving your brother bad advice about you. There's going to be success centered around whatever it is that your sister-in-law has out for you. Okay, the truth is coming to light. Those half-truths. Something significant about the truth here. We have medication blocks. You're going to be having success about a prescription or medication or a medical treatment here. We have no friends spell. You're going to be overcoming this. You're going to be getting friends, finding people that are compatible with you. Giving bad vibes. No one wants to be around you. Can't tolerate your energy. No one wants to F with you no more. We also have chaos magic here. So if people were saying that you were chaotic, that they didn't want to be around you, these could be coworkers, okay, that were saying that you were too chaotic. This is an illusion that's falling away. This is success that's coming in for you. I also feel like with this prescription energy, you're going to be opening the door to healing for a lot of people. Okay, a lot of connections, a lot of friends. We have past life energy showing up here. And dream spells also showing up. So something significant about dreams, success centered around your dreams, obtaining your dreams, being able to accomplish the impossible even through chaos. Okay, and this is something that's coming through as, I don't know, something here about past lives. I'm picking up on with this illusion magic, that Houdini energy. I'm picking up on Houdini was against the psychic community only because he wanted to experience something that was real, true magic. He had already mastered being an illusionist, being a master of escape, okay? But there's something here about seeking true magic and being a truth teller. You might have the gift of tongues, because earlier when I was listening to I Like It by Cardi B, that song is in English and Spanish, but the lyrics on my app were coming up as English and German. So you guys could be learning a new language, or it's a good idea for you to learn a new language. We have sex magic showing up here. Okay, there's something here about karma hitting whoever this snake was that was spreading false rumors about you, projecting false illusions onto you. Reiki is showing up here. We have legal issues, something centered around court. Okay, so just closing out, bottom of the deck, it says truth spells here. So an accidental truth slip. I feel like if there was some kind of legal issue, there is going to be success that comes back, especially if it didn't play out in your favor originally. I feel like there is going to be some kind of significant change related to something material. This could be spiritual court as well. But there is a success coming in for you, group number 3. So closing out, any closing messages for group number 3? See, which deck do I feel called to use? Since you guys had the dream energy show up, let's just get to some of these dream cards. Success for group number 3, we have tattoos. Tattoos could be significant. I know in group number 2, the music video, the tattoo was kind of symbolic of somebody's faith. We have spiders here. Be crafty, hitting creative side, work hard. Hard work will pay off. Okay, networking. We have the doll is showing up. Falcon and scorpion. So something about predators, poisonous. Doll. It says, embrace your inner child, pursue your imagination and childhood memories. Oh yeah, I wanted to get you guys this inner child affirmation. We also have a huntress here. Be resourceful. No one can stand in your way. Pursuing your goals. Okay, let me get you guys one of these affirmations. Group 3, please. I am pleased with my physical and spiritual vision. As a teenager, grooming was an intense activity. As a boy, I agonized for hours while shaving 3 whiskers. As a girl, I applied mascara as if performing delicate eye surgery. My youngest daughter asked for some mascara today. When I looked into a mirror, I sought perfection. Understandably, I was often disappointed. Then one day I glimpsed a vision that was more than attractive. I saw a face that did not belong to any other man or woman, and I began to claim my physical uniqueness as beauty. Sometimes, sometimes the vision was clouded over by peer pressure or a culture that narrowly defines beauty. As an adult child, I forget that I ever saw a vision of my face that pleased me. Today, I will look in the mirror and rediscover my uniqueness. I will observe the changes in my face that recovery has shaped. As I recover, my face reflects inner strength and integrity, and I am pleased with both my physical and spiritual vision. I love that, especially because we were talking about how we don't allow the projections of others to dictate who we are and who we identify as. So, yeah. My inner child is free to grow and I am free to heal. And I like what was said about recovery. And the more that you recover, the more that this is going to reflect on your face. Hands over body while sleeping. Placing your hands over a photo or name, sending energy across space and time. So Reiki magic could be really significant for you guys. And I wonder if praying over your own photo might have some kind of significance here. I allow my trust to grow gradually. Today I allow myself the freedom to be. I hope this helps.
Hello, pile 4. This is going to be your reading. So I had to take a little break between piles because a few days before I did your pile, but I do remember the song that came on for you guys was called Sucker by Ari Hicks. And at first I thought it was really synchronistic because of this woman here. She has her sucker and it's the topic. It says the sweet taste of victory is just around the corner. I was like, awesome, I love candy, but there was no candy. In fact, most of the piles were about spiritual warfare. So when I saw the music video for Sucker, it referenced a vampire, so I feel like, yeah, that makes sense. You might be somebody that likes to see the brighter side of things, and sometimes that can get us into trouble. Sometimes we can be disappointed just by our own expectations. Also, the other song that had come on for you guys was Pinch Me by Lucky Dropout, which is a really beautiful song about feeling like you're living a dream life and feeling like your circumstances are just beyond anything that you could have hoped for. So I feel like the sweet victory that's coming in for you, pile 4, is you're leaving this vampire energy behind, something that has been draining you, someone that's been draining you, and you're prioritizing your dream life. You could be walking into a season that seems, I don't know, it's like this fantasy world that's coming through. Also, I spoke to somebody this morning. We were talking about divination and how is it anti-Christian? And he was referencing a meteorologist, and he said that would you consider weather forecasting to be anti-Christian as well? And I thought that was an excellent point. And I had said, you know, there was a time when I lived in the Seattle area where it was more accurate to tell if it was going to rain the next day by looking at the mountains, Mount Rainier specifically. And if there were mountains around Mount Rainier, I knew it was going to rain the next day because it was actually a more accurate method of telling the weather than the news forecast. But yeah, I used to ask my mom too, like the weatherman said it was going to be this today. And she would say, well, they really can just guess. Right. And so there's something here about following your intuition and testing out certain things. It's like this trial and error period in your faith where you ask God questions and you receive consistent answers. And over time, if you notice a pattern or you receive a consistency long enough, that's going to allow you to build your confidence in your faith, in your intuition, and your ability to hear answers to your prayers. So that's very cool. That's a victory coming in for us. What kind of victory is coming in? I'm being instructed to start with the tarot today. I really want to use this fairy tale tarot. I just don't know if my video will be suppressed because I notice when I take pictures of this tarot deck, the apps won't allow me to post them. So Princess Anna of Arundel, Page of Cups energy, your intuition and creativity is your greatest strength. Dive into your inner world with curiosity and express your emotions with grace. So yeah, your intuition and creativity is your greatest strength. And I feel that at this time, the sweet victory that's just around the corner is you're going to be unshakable, okay, in your faith. There's something here about Princess Anna too, and her curiosity of life, her love for life, and she grew up pretty sheltered, right? And so everything to her is new, everything to her is exciting. She has this optimistic outlook, and she always sees the best in people. And a download that had come through recently for me was seeing the best in people is a spiritual gift. It's something that God blessed us with because God sees the best in people as well. It's just that not every person is going to fulfill their purpose or reach their highest potential in this lifetime. And despite the reality of the choices that people make around us when they fall into temptation and pride and greed and these things that can destroy families and destroy people and destroy our hearts, because I'm seeing a vision of like a heart attack, like certain valves being blown out, I guess. I don't know what that's about. But there's something here about not allowing the disappointment of the world to shake that spiritual ability to harden our hearts or allow us to choose our pain over love. When we see the best in people, it's just that our reality has confirmed through experience that sometimes bad things happen when we have the best of intentions. And so the sweet victory that's coming into play is that you're going to be able to simultaneously protect your heart while allowing people in. And I hope that that makes sense. We also have Mulan and Li Shang, 10 of Cups. Enjoy happiness and harmonious relationships. Your emotional world is rich and you have found a place for true commitment. So I feel like this victory that's coming in for you, you are coming into balance with this feminine, masculine partnership here. This could be inside yourself, being able to balance certain energies, being able to embrace change, because I just saw 555. being able to adapt to circumstances, and sometimes you have to be in your female energy, and other times it's okay to be in your masculine energy, especially if you are providing, protecting, and creating action for a new creation to come into existence. For us to take a spiritual concept and manifest it into a physical reality, it does take planning and creativity, the feminine energy, as well as action and movement, the physical side of the masculine energy. I'm also picking up on relationships here. So you could be coming into union with somebody. This could be you strengthening your relationship, because I do believe, just based on my own experiences in relationships, that the most ideal partnership is set up to offset one another, like the yin yang, right? To bring balance. So if one of you likes to talk about your emotions a lot, but the other person doesn't like to talk about their emotions at all, you're just kind of meant to come into the middle and to meet on a more balanced ground. It's like you give them some of your energy, they give you some of their energy, and it balances you out through the union. Does that make sense? You could be somebody that doesn't like to speak up when you're being taken advantage of. You could come into union with somebody that very much likes to be outspoken. And it's often through duality that these people find balance. It's often through embracing the other side of the extreme and living in that energy, as uncomfortable as it may be, so that your partner may embrace their other extreme. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. But that's one of the biggest takeaways I found. And it's kind of like that opposite attracts energy, where once you find the beauty in the other half, in the other side of the extreme, you're both able to kind of meet in the middle, because too much of one way or the other is going to it has the power to destroy you as a couple, but it also has the power to bring you closer together if you invite God into your relationship, if you allow God to guide you in all your ways and all your choices, which is the basis of what my friend and I were talking about this morning, what quote unquote the Christian way, which you don't have to be Christian. I don't actually identify as Christian myself. I just like to study their teachings to kind of get a greater understanding. I don't believe that being a follower of Christ or having a relationship with Christ means that you're Christian. I don't believe that a religion has proprietary access to Christ just because they claim him. I believe that Christ is here for everyone. Okay. We also have Lady Tremaine showing up here with 5 of Swords. Okay, I believe she's the wicked stepmother. In the Cinderella story, it says conflict may have taken its toll, but sometimes it's necessary to let go, embrace the lessons learned, and rise above the discord. Okay, so this could be a toxic family member. This could be somebody that came into your life by marriage, okay, because she is the stepmother. Or this could be a mother figure, a sister, an older sister maybe. But it says, rise above the discord, embrace the lessons learned. Conflict may have taken its toll, but sometimes it's necessary to let go. I feel like this could be the energy that was sucking, right? That was draining you. So that's interesting. All right, I'm going to put these cards down. Okay. Victory coming in for group 4, please. Sweet victory around the corner for group number 4. The offer, a proposal or invitation. It says new opportunities are available to you now. The choice is now yours to grab hold of these opportunities and make the most of this auspicious moment while it's abundant with potential. Okay, so a sweet victory coming around the corner for you. You could be getting in contact with your ancestral lineage, is what I heard. You could be getting in contact with ancient healing practices that come to you by download, by spiritual guidance, by the divine is going to be giving you these ideas on how to implement healing in your life. Okay, and I'm picking up very much on nature. The trees behind her. We have the flower child showing up here as well. What is that? Shells and crystals? Yeah, shells and crystals here. It says peaceful time, simplicity, a quiet mind, content heart without longing and fulfillment of the soul leads to peace. Peel away the non-essential to reveal what's truly important and find joy in the ordinary. So you could be somebody that resonates with crystals. I'm picking up on selling crystals because she has them set out on a table in front of her. So if you're somebody that is looking to build your business with something earth-based, plants, animals, stones, herbs, this is going to be very beneficial for you. This is going to be a sweet victory that's just around the corner for you. We have self-love showing up here. Self-interest, self-respect, your self-beliefs influence every aspect of your life, so nurture yourself with love. Create a life that supports and evaluates your unique spirit and release anything that doesn't. again with the crystals showing up here, jewelry. Yeah, so a victory coming in for you is going to be self-love is right around the corner for you. Can I have a victory for group number 4? You guys might want to focus on hydration. I started this reading without water and I'm regretting it. Okay. Group 4. I have coffee, but that's not helping. The hidden message. Look for messages that are not immediately apparent. Analyze communication for underlying meanings or subtext. Discovering hidden messages can provide valuable insight. So these hidden messages are going to be messages from the divine. They're going to be guiding you in the right direction, because you could be feeling like you don't understand, like this doubt within your intuition. Like you feel that you're seeing something clearly, but the people around you are almost gaslighting you into thinking that reality isn't that way. So God is coming through with hidden messages and signs to guide you. This is the medicine you need to take. This is how you're going to heal. This is the class that you should take. This is what you're going to learn. This is where you should move your family. Okay. This is where everybody's going to be the most happy. There's something here about you being able to decode messages around you through sacred geometry. Some of you may intuitively be able to speak to herbs, plants, and animals, okay, stones. You may be somebody that can really speak to the spirit of whatever it is that you're interacting with. I'm picking up on Pocahontas' Colors of the Wind and how she says that there's spirits in everything, right? So we have the discerning eye here. It says cultivating discernment and evaluating information, assess, verify facts before drawing conclusions, avoid being swayed by appearances alone. Okay, so there's something here also about you having discernment about the signs and synchronicities, because I personally have witnessed how monitoring spirits can use signs and synchronicities to direct you down a path that's meant to sidetrack you or confuse you. You may be prompted to listen to certain spiritual teachers or readers that feed you two truths and a lie. Okay, so be mindful of that. If the advice that they're giving you makes you feel less than, sad, depressed, if something just doesn't feel right in your gut, right? If it feels heavy, that is your intuition trying to tell you no. Okay. We have the witness's truth coming up. It says reflect on your own personal observations and experiences. Ensure that your account of events is honest and clear. Your perspective is valuable in understanding the full scope of a situation. And it came out with the clarity of evidence. Ensure that evidence is clear and unequivocal. Scrutinize the evidence for accuracy and relevance. Clear evidence supports strong conclusions and effective decision making. So yeah, I feel like we have the observer's insight also showing up here. I'm definitely feeling just like I kind of referenced that the mountain was a more efficient way for me to be able to predict the following day. I feel like you're going to be relying really heavily on evidence and just testing out different theories. And once you're very confident and very sure that God is giving you this information, this is going to be a sweet success for you, because you're not going to allow the attacks to sway you. They're not going to affect your heart. You're not going to feel it touch your emotions. It's not going to plant seeds of doubt in your mind that you're going to reflect on in the future. It simply just bounces off of you. We have the observer's insight was the other card I just showed you. It says, use your observational skills to gain insight into ongoing situations. Watch how others behave and interact to better understand their motives and dynamics at play. Can I get any closing messages about what's coming in for pile 4? We have pizza. Indulge yourself. Weekend fun. Casual dates, cooking from scratch, delicious meals. Okay, and treat yourself. There could be a movie night here as well. This is going to be a sweet victory around the corner. I'm picking up on gluten-free diet for somebody, so maybe you're going to find a really cool dough recipe. This is going to be a success coming in for you. Success coming in for group number 4. I feel like casual dates, weekend fun. I'm picking up on you taking more risks when it comes to maybe getting out there, socializing, dating. Okay, we have anchor for group number 4. Stuck in one spot. Getting into a routine. Be open to movement. Sorry, the angle is terrible, huh? Searching for stability. Root chakra. Find your groove. You're going to be finding your groove, group number 4. If you're seeing anchors, this is going to be a sign that the sweet victory is coming in. You could also be feeling called to spend time on the ocean, okay, or a lake, something on a boat. We have candle here. Spiritual enlightenment. A guide shows you the way. Candle magic, like a moth to a flame. Your light attracts, coming out of the dark and invoking spirit. Okay, and we have record here as well. So there's something here. We also have the magnifying glass, and I love that because you guys kind of have that detective crime-solving energy about you. That song, what was it called? Unholy War in pile 2. He used a knife, like some kind of, there's some kind of sacred blade, okay? I know that the knife in spirituality can represent air energy, but I was picking up on the sacredness of the protective qualities of metals, specifically. Organite pyramids could be something that helps you in your sleep state, okay? Offsetting certain Wi-Fi frequencies was something that could be affecting your energy, sucking you at night, okay, draining your energy. There was something about that knife energy, though. I feel like for some of you, praying over a knife, a pocket knife, something, a sword, okay, if you have swords or blades hanging on your wall as like a form of decoration, samurai swords, that could be why Mulan was showing up. You could pray over those and ask God to enchant them, to give you an additional layer of protection, okay? Because there's something here about just like the sacredness, I wasn't going to say that word, just like the energetic properties of the stones have the ability to have distinct purpose on this plane of existence, so do metals. Okay, there's something here about that. Okay, I think that's it because I want to go get water. So thank you so much for being here, pile 4. You have a lot of good things coming in for you. The Pinch Me song is a really good sign that you're going to be walking into your dream life very, very soon. And just keep in mind that rainy days don't have to be a bad thing. The most beautiful places in the world have more rainy days than not. Okay, there's something here about that's what makes it so green. Take care, pile 4. Thank you for being here.